Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is NayDenise for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video. And I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday all about my faith, God, Christ, and explaining the kingdom of God. And I do that through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And as the title says, above or below, wherever the title is these days, I am back with another reading vlog. I think I already previously posted 2 or 3 vlogs prior to this one, but I'm excited for this. Now, it is currently August 9th. I think it's August 9th. Yesterday was August 8th, Sunday, second Sunday, and I preached the gospel, preached the word at my church. If you guys want to see the sermon writing vlog, click the I to go to that video, or click the I again to watch the actual sermon that I delivered. And yeah, now I have been suffering from a migraine since yesterday, and it has gotten no better. I have taken an ibuprofen 800 that did nothing but make me nauseous. And so it is unusual because I normally can take an ibuprofen 800 and be fine. But it's not helping with my migraine. My migraine dulled down a little, but it's spiking back up, and so I felt the need, since I'm feeling a little bit better, to start my reading vlog for this book. It's currently 9:40, and yeah, so I'm excited for this book. This is another buddy read with my sis Steph, from Quilting Beauty and Books. That is her old YouTube channel. She is no longer a part of YouTube, but she still is on Instagram, so I'll leave her Instagram links down below for you guys to check out. But we are diving into a new Nancy Mehl book, and that is Nightfall, which is the first book in her Chronicle Files. I'm not sure if it's going to be a trilogy or a series, but we had finished up her Kaylee Quinn Profilers trilogy, which was absolutely phenomenal. The first book I gave it 4 stars, and then the second and third book I both gave 5 stars too. Just absolutely phenomenal. I love the faith aspects, I love the writing, I love how thrilling and engrossing it is, and it talks about the BAU, the Behavioral Analysis unit that's a part of the FBI, and if you're into criminal minds, then her books are pretty much just for you. And so this will be my 4th book that I'll be reading from Nancy Mehl. And I remember earlier when Steph was reading the prologue, she said 5 stars based off of that, and so I am so excited, and so yeah, it is a Christian romantic suspense novel, and I'm going to quickly just read the back for you guys. So it says, for any little boy or girl who hears the trained man speak, who feels his rancid breath caress their pretty cheek, must close their eyes, pretend to sleep, and very softly pray, or else the evil trained man may carry them away. Finally free from her troubled upbringing, Alex Donovan is able to live out her childhood dream of working for the FBI, but soon after she becomes a member of the FBI's elite behavioral analysis unit, authorities in Missouri contact them about bodies found on freight trains, all killed in the same way. Alex never expected to be forced to confront her past in this new job, but she immediately recognizes the graffiti messages the killer is leaving on the train cars. When the BAU sends her to gather information about the messages from her aunt in Wichita, I think that's what that says, I'll put it on the screen, Wichita, Kansas. I'm probably saying that name wrong, but yeah, Alex is haunted by the struggles she thought she'd left behind forever. In a race against time to solve the case and recover a deadly virus sample the killer intends to spread, Alex must face how far she'll go and what she's willing to risk to put a stop to the trained man. And so, yes, I'm excited. So, we're supposed to actually be reading today up until chapter 10, which is page 85, and so I'm going to try. I do have the audiobook through Hoopla. I have been getting a little bit more into audiobooks because that seems to be the way that I'm best able to consume books, especially you know, with how things are going in my life and how busy it's been. And so I've been using Hoopla. I re-signed up for Scribd, and then I also have Audible, and then I just download ebooks, I download audiobooks as well, and then I use Libby. So between those 4 or 5 apps, I'm always gonna have an audiobook, and so I'm gonna physically read because I prefer to physically read, but I do have the audiobook off of Hoopla, and so I'm excited for that because the audiobooks tend to be great as well. And so yes, I'm super I really hope that there is mention of Kaylee Quinn from the first trilogy, Kaylee Quinn Profilers series, and there are other books that Nancy has written. She has the Road to Kingdom trilogy, Finding Sanctuary trilogy, and then Defenders of Justice. And I'm thinking about actually just reading through all of her books because I actually enjoy her writing. My biggest fear, however, is reading her earlier novels and not really loving them. So I might go backwards. So I think after I finish this, I'll probably dive into her Defenders of Justice trilogy, and we'll see how that goes. I'll leave Goodreads link down below for this book, as well as to Nancy's page, so you can see all of her trilogy, all of her series, sorry, that she has written. But yeah, I have this. I have a cup of mango juice in this mug. This mug I got from the Daily Grace Co. You've seen it in one of my hauls, but this one says it is well with my cell. And I literally just have mango juice in here because I like mangoes and I like mango juice. And so, yeah. I also have my core water here. My goal is to actually drink 2 of these a day. Hasn't been going too well, but we'll see. And then I have my macaroons, which I had got me some macaroons on Saturday as sort of a congrats to myself. And so it's by the company Whoops. Their website is buywhoops.com. I love their macaroons so much. They're so delicious. I've tried them in Donna's Bakery or Dana's Bakery. I don't know what it's called. I've tried both brands. I'll leave links down below. But this brand is one that I absolutely love. I have tried most of their macaroons and I love them. My favorite one is the honey lavender or lavender honey ones. They are like this. They're purple with gold detailing on it, and inside is like honey cream with lavender. It is so good. And then I also have the pink champagne one, which I like. I just don't like the little crystals on them, little edible crystals. I don't like those type of things because they have that artificial taste. And so I'm gonna eat those. I only have 3. Is it gonna show you? Yeah, 1, 2, 3 left. I had a total of 12. And so we're gonna finish those up. And I'm gonna try to record a montage of me reading. We'll see. Because my son is actually next to me on the bed. You want to say hi? So, yeah, I'm comfortable, and I want to try to get as much footage as I can before my migraine spikes back up. I will be going to the doctor this month, I believe, for my appointment to figure out if it really, basically, the doctor pretty much believes it's migraines because it does. My headaches are really so intense that they interfere with me being able to work, and even light sometimes bothers me. And yeah, they seem to be getting worse. And so they're going to do CT scans and all that to make sure everything is fine. And then there's some other things that I found out when I had gone to the doctor. And so I have a lot of appointments this month to make sure everything is good. And if things aren't good, I need to know so I know what I need to do. And so I'm going to be making sure that in this season I take my health very seriously, because I wanted to gain weight and I'm gaining weight, which is great. But I also want to make sure that I'm eating the right things and the proper things. And I'm not the best at eating at all. I can go a whole day without eating, and it's not a purpose thing. Like, it's not something I do purposely, but I'm just so used to working so much and not eating, or just doing whatever I'm doing and not paying attention to eating, that I probably eat 1 meal a day. And when I do get my 1 meal a day, I'm really not eating the whole plate. I'm eating a quarter or half of the plate, but I'm eating snacks almost every hour. And so I just want to be more mindful about that. And so yes, I'm going to probably montage reading the first few. Let me see. There is a prologue, and so I'm going to do the prologue up to chapter 2, which is 28 pages. So I'll do 28 pages on camera, and then I'll tell you guys my initial thoughts, and then I'll read the rest and try to come back before the evening is over. So let's get this going, okay? I'm gonna set the camera up. I don't know how, because like I said, my son is on the bed, so I'm gonna have to get my tripod and set up. But we're gonna do this, and let's go. Okay, guys, so I read up to page 20. Is it 28? Yeah, I read up to page 28, and that is the prologue, chapter 1 and chapter 2. And so far, really, really good. Thoroughly enjoying the writing. Nancy's writing just really grips me and pulls me in from the beginning. And the prologue alone was a little dark, for just a little dark. There is mention of sort of child abuse and child neglect, which I feel bad. So we get to see this little boy named Adam at the age of 12, and his mother has this thing where she reads from the book. The book kind of resembles the Bible, but the difference is that it talks about angels and demons, and basically once you're an angel, always an angel. Once you're a demon, always a demon type thing. And she's always reading into him, and he's kind of in the stage of trying to figure out, is he an angel or a demon. He 100% believes that he is a demon at the age of 12. And you know, you just get to see him with his feelings and emotions. And so he has this thing where he goes to visit his aunt, and he gets jealous of his cousin because he's trying to figure out, like, well, if my cousin can live this way, why do I have to live this way, type of thing. And he begins to have these emotions and feelings of being jealous and angry and actually wanting to kill. And his mom would also tell him about the train man, which I believe was like a nursery rhyme that she kind of used to scare him. And he kind of took that nursery rhyme as well as the book, and became the true demon. And so fast forward to chapter 1, we see Adam basically murdering someone. I'm gonna put it in short, sweet. Pretty much at the end of chapter 1, or at the beginning of chapter 1, you see him murdering somebody, which is okay. It's a little insane, and it's honestly a different take because Nancy normally doesn't reveal who the killer is until the end of the book. But to know that the train man is Adam is different. So I don't know if it's gonna be like make it seem like it's Adam, but it's really not Adam being the train man or whatever. So I don't really know how it's gonna play out. But from chapter 1 alone, it's kind of like Adam is the train man, which, but like again, it's different because I'm used to trying to figure out who the killer is, who the murderer is, or whatever. But it's pretty much, she's like, all right, here it is on a plate. So I'm interested to see where she goes with this. We are introduced to Alex Donovan, who is the main female protagonist of the story. She has just come to Quantico to be with the BAU, and she immediately gets a case that she is over. So she has to go back to Missouri and work on this case. And it deals with the sort of train man, is what he's calling himself. But I'm assuming that the train man is Adam because he literally says it. And like on page 16, he says, hi, I'm Adam. Have you heard of the train man, Patrick? And then the next thing you know, Patrick is being hit with something metal twice and dead bodies. So yeah. Then we also get to meet the male character. I believe his name is Logan Hart. Yes. Chapter 2, we get to meet Logan Hart. And Logan is he's pretty much heavy in his faith, is what I'm getting, because it talks about how the people at the BAU call him the preacher because of his him being really strong in his faith and things like that. So I'm interested to see that, because it's interesting for me, because in the Kaylee Quinn profilers, it was Kaylee that was more into her faith, and even though she believed in God, she kind of wavered in her faith. So you had this female character that kind of wavered in her faith with a male protagonist who really didn't care too much about God. And then now in this book, we more so have the male character who's into God and not the female. So I'm interested to see where this goes. Okay, I'm real interested to see where it goes. And so Logan is quite interesting as well. And off the back, when they get information, him and Alex get information about this, you know, death going on, murdering going on, we see that Alex kind of knows that it's from the book because of how it's written. So basically the killer is leaving sort of scriptures and verses, but they're not from the Bible, they're actually from the book. And it's quite interesting to me because it seems to be that the names of the things in this book are named after demons. Okay, so there is M47, which says angels walked on the earth, and that's actually from Marduk chapter 4 verse 7. Then you have and the angels made war, which is in 121, which is after Nergal, I believe. You have T712, which Alex says she really doesn't remember what that is, but then you go into A1312, which says I am the destroyer, and that actually comes from the book of Abaddon, chapter 13 verse 12, and that actually is, Abaddon is actually an angel. So that's interesting, and it's called Abaddon means destroyer, and it's in Revelation. And so I am liking that we get to see a comparison between the book versus the Bible, because we have Alex who knows about the book, and then we have Logan who knows about the Bible, and they're comparing the sort of verses back and forth, and I'm intrigued by that. And so I'm actually going to continue reading now. It's 10:27. It's not going to take me too long because I am listening to it on 3x speed. So I'm going to read up to chapter 10 and then come back with my thoughts. And I'm probably going to eat the last 2 of my macarons off camera. I didn't eat them yet. And so I'll be back with my final thoughts. Not my final thoughts, but my thoughts on the first day of reading. And I'll be back. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, because I thought this was absolutely hilarious. So at the end of chapter 2, there's basically talk of a dangerous virus that has gone missing. And the samples are going missing, and apparently they're worse and more dangerous than COVID-19. And I think it's so funny that COVID-19 is mentioned in the book, because that lets me know that Nancy actually wrote this around that time. Yeah, this came out in 2021, so she wrote this about the time of 2020, in the midst of COVID. So I like that she was able to incorporate that in this. And actually the virus that has gone missing is the Zelle Ebola virus, and Alex has basically come to find out that the trained killer has the virus, and that's how he's going to unleash it, because the trained killer, who I'm assuming is Adam, believes that he is the destroyer that is meant to destroy half of the world because of a prophecy written inside of the book. And so I forgot to mention that part. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into reading because I'm intrigued. I'm thoroughly intrigued. And then I'm gonna hit up Steph to give her my thoughts so we can powwow about it. And yeah, so I'm gonna get into reading. Alright guys, so I read up to page 85, which was all the way to chapter 10. It is read. Let me just fix this for tomorrow's reading for day 2. But I read up to chapter 10, and right now it's a 4 stars. It's definitely a fast-paced read. Like, things are happening really fast, especially since I know who the killer is. It's kind of throwing me off, because you get these chapters from not these chapters, but you get these parts where you get to see the point of view of the killer. Normally you're trying to figure out who the killer is. You're trying to see how, you know, the killer's mindset relates to other characters, to try to figure out which character is the murderer. But you know who it is because she tells you on page 16. And so I'm a little confused. And then the whole thing with Adam's family, his wife knows about the book, and she supports him being a demon and the destroyer and wanting to kill half of the population. Like, ma'am, her name is Sally. Sally, we need to have a conversation. Like, this lady was extremely, she's like, yeah, me and the kids are so proud of you. They're going to be so excited. Ma'am, you're excited that your husband is out here murdering people. We're going to have to discuss that. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to definitely give this a 5. I really do. Even if it's a 4, I'm great for that. You know, 4 stars, even a 3.5 is great for me. 4 stars and up is what I aim for. 3.5 is good. 5 stars is like love, remembering. Like, I can still to this day tell you guys about some of my favorite 5-star books, because those are books that have made a really strong impression and have helped me in my faith. That's a 5-star read. Faith aspects in this are really interesting so far, but we will see how things go. And sorry about the smoke detector. We have like 5 or 6 in the house. You don't really hear most of them. It's just one that's in the hallway right outside my door. I'm gonna change the batteries in that tomorrow. Just don't feel like doing it right now. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I like Alex as a character. I'm enjoying Logan. There's a whole slew of other characters. You have Nettie, you have Adam, who's the killer. You have this dude named Mike. I'm very suspicious of Mike. Don't know why. There's just something off about him. And I'm even suspicious about Nettie. So Nettie and Mike have me feeling a little suspicious. Hopefully it's just me overthinking things. I hope neither one of them is like savage or anything like that. But yeah, thus far I am enjoying it. So I will see you guys for day 2 tomorrow. Hey guys, so day 2 of the reading vlog. Just finished reading the pages that I needed to read today. So I'm currently at page 172, and I don't really know. I don't know. I think it's like a strong 4, maybe a 4.5, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a 5 depending on how it ends. Just because there's so many twists and turns going on, because we know who the killer is, but apparently now there is a second killer, possibly from the circle, and so it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. They got this new Ebola virus that, I think is insane. Mentioned in the story, you have COVID-19. Again, I'm loving the talk of COVID-19 in the book because, this is the reality that we live in. COVID-19 will now be mentioned in books and stories and history books and things like that. So to find it in a Christian fiction suspense, I am loving it. The writing, seamless. The flow, seamless. Fast-paced. I think this is actually faster than the Kaylee Quinn Profiler trilogy, because I am finding myself like sitting on the edge of my seat, turning on every page. I'm enjoying the characters, but I feel like, I don't know, there's something missing for that 5-star for me. It's something missing. So we'll see. I still have half of the book left to go, and so we're gonna see where it goes for me, because right now things have gone left. There's a lot more murdering in this book than in the Kaylee Quinn Profiler trilogy. But I'm still enjoying it. I love Nancy's writing. It's so easy to fly into. Alex, it might be Alex, honestly, because even though Kaylee had her moments, I still loved her and I still enjoyed Noah. Logan, I like. Alex, I'm not too sure. She's a little bit, I don't know, something wrong with her. I don't know. So I'm still trying to get my bearings with Alex's character and her personality and stuff. She definitely has experienced some traumatic things with her aunt and with her mom. I would not want to go through what she's gone through. And there's even more that she's not talking about. So I'm interested to know if that's going to be revealed. But it's a lot of plot twists going on. A lot of plot twists. And Nancy loves her plot twists. She loves her plot twists. And so I'm intrigued to see where this goes. Right now, it is sitting at a solid 4-star, which is still good for me. The faith aspects are there, but they're not too strong. Sorry if you guys hear all the thunder and rain. It is raining and thundering like crazy outside. Hopefully my phone is not picking it up too much. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I definitely recommend you guys to read Nancy's novels. I also have the audiobook playing as well through Hoopla, so the audiobook is just as good. But yeah, that is it for my thoughts for today. Day 2 has been great. I'm excited to dive into day 3 and see what happens next. I want to know if Nancy is going to make me do the oh my god, what now type of thing in the next few pages and chapters. But yeah, that is it. So on to day 3. Hey guys, so it is currently the 12th. Yes, it's August 12th. I can't see right now. I got my glasses on because I just made me some pumpkin spice tea. I warmed up 2 dinner rolls to have real quick. So I've been up since about 7 this morning. I actually really was up since about 6. I only really got about 2 hours of sleep in. But I had mentioned in the previous clip that I have been dealing with migraines, and pretty much in the morning I wake up really nauseous. And then right now I can feel the headache is getting ready to come on, which it's been weird, because I've had migraines. I've talked about them in previous videos, but now they're like very more frequent, and ever since Sunday it's been like back to back. So since Sunday, and it's now Thursday, so it's a little bit of annoying, it's a little annoying because I really can't do what I'm used to doing, especially since my son is gone. It's just like I'm literally in bed pretty much all day because I can't really deal with the light. It's not bothering me right now, which is why I'm actually up right now. And so I'm going to try to get as much stuff as I can get done before 5 p.m. It is 12:11 now, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get reading, because I didn't do any of my reading yesterday, and Steph already finished, and so I only have about 200 pages left to go. And so right now I'm going to start reading from page 172 to basically I have to read chapter 22 to chapter 31. And so I'm actually going to come back on camera when I get to chapter 30 and read it with you guys, and then you guys can see my thoughts so far, and then I'll get dressed, do some more work, and then in the evening I'll come back and finish up the book, because I really just want to try to get as much as I can get done. And so I already did most of my routine for my face. I had moisture. I put my serum on, This is a face serum that one of my brother's girlfriends make. It's called Rose, because it has rose petals in it. She has another one as well called 24K. But I have the 24K with rose gold and gold foils in them. It is so pretty. And so I haven't opened this one yet because I've had this one replenished multiple times, so I'm still utilizing this. This is my second round of this. And so I'm just going to now, I had let that sit in while I was making my tea, and not a lot of sugar in here, but I can't really have too much sugar anymore, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I was supposed to go on a walk. That hasn't been happening due to the migraines. It's aggravating. And so yeah, no, this is the Bigelow pumpkin spice tea. I just felt like having some pumpkin spice tea today, and so yeah. And like I said, I have 2 rows, and so I'm just going to moisturize my skin now. It's already moisturized, but I still like to put a lotion on top, a face lotion or face moisturizer on top, and I'm going to do my under eye area. I need to invest in a new under eye cream, maybe something a little bit more pricey. I really don't want to, but I'm just not getting as much sleep as I would like. And I haven't even been using my jade rollers. Not my jade roller. I have a rose quartz roller. I haven't been using that either, and so I need to start using that again. Okay. So yeah, I opened up the Hoopla app already, and so I'm going to open that. And we're going to get in, because I'm already 50% of the way through, and so I just want to get to the 75% mark or so, if I can. But I hope you guys have been feeling well. I thank you guys for all of your... Oh, no, go. Why are you playing? Do not play. Like, come on, sis. I really cannot see anything. Like, everything is blurry right now. But, thank you guys for your lovely comments on my sermon. I did talk slow this time. Maybe I can slow down a bit, because when I rehearsed it on my own, it was about 45 minutes long. But I realized when I was doing it in church, it was about 27-30 minutes. Because my nerves got the best of me, and so I do need to slow down a little bit more. And I realized that the audio for you guys can hear it because I edited the audio so that it can go up. But if you guys saw how far I had the mic, because I had the mic so far, it was really hard for people to hear me who were watching through Facebook and Zoom and on YouTube. And so I now know next time to hold it a little closer. I don't want the mic to my face like that, because I don't like the mic in my face. But yeah, I'm learning. I'm excited. And yeah, I'm just grateful that you guys enjoyed it. It was a youth service, and so I did preach to the youth. But of course, when I preach to the youth, or when I speak to the youth, I am making it adaptable for adults as well to understand, because that is the purpose. And so yeah, so I'm moisturized and everything, so I'm just going to chill here. I'm gonna give myself about 45 minutes or so to do this reading. I do have a candle that I'm gonna light, because I also need to clean my room up. Room is a little mess. I don't even want to show you guys. I want to clean my room up. I want to clean the bathroom. I want to put my clothes away, because I've just literally been piling my clothes. Let me show you guys. Can you see jeans? I have jeans piled up there. I have some clothes behind me under that bag. That bag is right there from Five Below, is a bunch of snacks that I get for my son. I literally have nowhere to put them in. So yeah, I need to do a book haul, because I have books just everywhere. Like, you guys see that stack of books? These are, wait, can I point to it? Right here. Okay, so these books are books that I need to haul for DOI, and so I want to record. I was gonna do my Delilah box unboxing for the month of July, but I think I'm gonna wait until the August box come and just do a double unboxing for that. So I'll do a double unboxing for that when that comes. But I do want to do my book haul and my wrap up from July. So my book haul will be a June-July book haul, because I didn't really haul the books that I got in June too much. I will not be including the Daily Grace Code stuff though, because you guys would have already seen that in my birthday book haul. And so I'm just going to do the books that I bought from June and July. And then, yeah, that's probably to be and then I have to record my videos for the 4,000 plus subscriber giveaway, because I said 4,000 plus subscribers. Wow, I am way ahead of myself. 4-year anniversary giveaway for DOI. And so I'm going to do one on Instagram and one on YouTube. I actually want to do another one on Facebook, but I'm waiting for the stuff to come in for that. And so until the stuff comes, I can't do that. And so that may just be a separate thing. If you guys are interested in that, definitely just join in on the Facebook group. And I want to start working on the content, because I'm still going to have the Bible study coming for the Lord's Prayer. That's coming. The John Bible study is coming. It's coming. However, virtual learning might be a thing again for this year. So if my son has to do virtual learning again this year, I will most likely homeschool him. I have been debating on that actually since he was born, that if I wanted to homeschool or not, but I let him go to school. But now with the world being the way it is, I might just homeschool, which will be easier for me, because then he's not spending that hour from 8 to 3 in school learning literally nothing, when I can literally spend 4 hours of my time teaching him stuff, and then still having time for me to do what I need to do. And that might sound selfish to some parents, but if you guys did virtual learning this year and you sat with your kids the whole time, you know it's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot, and I'm not looking forward to it this year. With the numbers going up and everything, who knows? And so I'm gonna light my candle. So it's the cinnamon spiced vanilla from White Barn, Bath and Body Works, right? Bath and Body Works, yeah. And so it's that one. It's a single one, and I didn't realize how good these throw until I lit the strawberry pound cake one. That was so good. And so I'm gonna light this right now. Stick it back there, and I'm just gonna go put my glasses on first. Can't see anything. Let me wipe them off quickly. Gonna wipe my glasses off, and I'll read, and when I get to chapter 30 I'll come back. But so far I'm enjoying it. It's definitely looking like a 4-star. We have another murderer on the loose, and so I'm intrigued to see where this goes. Will it be a 5-star? I'm not sure. This versus her Kaylee Quinn Profiler series, I'm enjoying Kaylee Quinn more, but also with Kaylee Quinn, I think I gave it a 4 or 4.5. The first book, Mind Games, I gave a 4 or 4.5. So this could go the same route of it, the first book being a 4 or 4.5, and then the next 2 books being 5 stars, because that's how the Kaylee Quinn was. But I am loving that this is a lot more fast paced, and action is there. It's there, and so we'll see. We're gonna dive in, and I'll be back when I get to chapter 30. Hey guys, so I just finished reading up to chapter 32, which now puts me at page 244. So I am gonna update my Goodreads real quick. 244, and again, this is really reminding me of how I felt with the first book of Kaylee Quinn Profilers. The only difference between this and Mind Games is that with Mind Games, I was intrigued by Kaylee. But it was very slow paced. This one is very fast paced, but I'm not really invested in Alex's character. I honestly enjoyed Logan a little bit more than Alex. I know that Alex is a very complex character, but I don't feel any connection to her. So I'm hoping that's going to change over the course of the trilogy. And yeah, I mean, pretty much for me, the whole suspense comes, it kind of loses its suspense, because we know Adam Walker is a killer. So it's just like, I don't understand. Now, again, like I said, there is another person involved in these killings that they have to find, and this person is also a part of the circle. And so that part is intriguing. The part looking at Adam's point of view is intriguing me as well. But the suspense as far as like the main killer is not getting to me, because I know Adam Walker is the main killer. Now, I'm hoping within the last 100 pages there is a twist that kind of like jolts me. But yeah, right now it's looking to be a 4-star rating. Again, that is still, again, it's still a great rating for me. 3.5 and up is great, but it's not gripping me as much as Mind Games did. And I'm not really getting much of the BAU Criminal Mind vibes, which could also be a thing with this, because this talks about Alex being a part of the BAU, but with the Mind Games book, you really got to feel like you were a part of the BAU, trying to find the untub and going through the process that she goes through, and it really reminded me of watching a Criminal Minds episode. This is definitely fast-paced. It's definitely having that sort of mystery plot, but I don't really get much from the BAU because everything is so fast-paced. We know who the killer is, so it's just like, what is the point at this point? The whole Ebola COVID-19 stuff, I'm loving that part of it. But yeah, so far so good, and I'll be coming back later to finish this book. Right now I'm just going to update both my Goodreads account, my personal one, and then my DOI one. I already have my outfit out. I'm probably just going to throw on this dress. It's a cute dress, and take some pictures outside. We'll see. That is a plan, and record a few videos while I have the dress on. I'll probably end up keeping my hair like this, but I'll probably fix it a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, that is it for right now. So it is the 4th and final day of reading, so I'll be back a little later on so you guys can see me finish off the book and give you guys my final thoughts and my final rating. Hey guys, so it's currently 10:37 p.m. I'm probably talking really low, but I will edit the audio so it'll sound like I'm loud. My eyes are closed because my head really hurts right now, and today just didn't go as planned. This whole entire week since I preached hasn't been going as planned, and so I'm going to read the book. I'll come back on camera when I get to chapter 42. Yeah, when I get to chapter 42, I'll come back on camera and read 42 and 43, and then give you guys my final thoughts. So I'm on chapter 32 now, so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook actually while I sit here. My migraines are really bad. I wasn't able to do everything that I wanted to do. I recorded one video. I was going to take pictures, but it was too hot and I was just uncomfortable taking pictures outside. I'm not comfortable at that part yet, and so yeah, I don't know. I feel the headache normally like goes from this corner straight across, and so I have headache going across. The light is a little bit bothersome. I had got lightheaded and I'm nauseous right now, and all symptoms of migraines, which I've been having these symptoms for so long that I thought they were just like dizzy spells and stuff. Like, no, these are migraine symptoms. And so I'm pretty much going to read and then get to bed. So yeah, I'll be back to discuss my final thoughts with you all. Okay, guys, so I just finished reading. It is currently 11:22 p.m. I finished Nightfall. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. Um, I, so there's a few plot twists that happens. We find out who the second killer is. It didn't shock me because I was already suspicious of this person, but it also did shock me at the same time that it really was this person because of how close this person was to Alex. Um, Alex had this thing where she freaked out over roaches, which I didn't really understand. Um, so I'm hoping, I don't know. Alex, I'm just not connected to her as a character. Like, I have no connection to her as a character. And I know she has a very tough upbringing. It's mentioned here and there about how she lived with her Aunt Willow. But if I had to compare her to Kaylee, I'm more interested in Kaylee than her. And Kaylee was a little cuckoo. So that, I'm interested to see where the sequel goes because this ended pretty much great. I mean, this alone as a standalone is great. So I'm not sure if the second book is going to follow the same characters or not. But this as a standalone is perfectly fine. Logan is a really nice guy. The faith aspects were interesting, but not as much as I thought there was going to be compared to the Kaylee Quinn profiles. And the only reason why I'm comparing it is because I just recently finished that trilogy from Nancy, and this is her latest trilogy. As far as like the BAU vibes, Criminal Mind feels, did not get that at all, honestly. Didn't really get that. I feel like if this was just like an FBI case without the BAU, I would be more intrigued because I feel like the BAU really didn't do much and they did more. Uh, I don't know how to explain it. It didn't give me those vibes. Okay, it didn't give me those vibes, but I still enjoyed it enough. The plot twist interesting. The ending was solid. So yeah, for me, definitely a 4-star read. There wasn't much on the faith aspects. There are a few quotes that I do have marked in here. I just need to add my tabs. I have a few quotes that I did like. No scripture references, at least from no. There were a few scripture references, but that was only in relation to comparison of the Book of Revelation with the book in this book, if that makes sense. But yeah, overall, this was a fun read. It was fun, real fast paced, but yeah, no BAU vibes. Did not give me the Criminal Minds feels, and I just am not connected to Alex as a character. And so I'm gonna stick with a solid 4-star rating for this. I'm excited for the sequel. I'm actually gonna look up and see if there is any information on the sequel as of yet, and if not, hopefully they have it by the end of the year because I'm interested to know if the sequel is going to continue on with Alex and Logan or oh yeah, Deadfall. That's what it's called. The sequel is called Deadfall. And it does continue with Alex. So yeah. Actually, it comes out this year. Okay. It comes out November 2nd. I'll pop the cover here, Deadfall. It says, after facing the demons from her past, Alex Donovan is ready to move on and focus on her career at the FBI's elite BAU. When renowned profiler and BAU co-founder John Davis is found dead in his hotel room, the FBI is called in to work on the strangest case they've ever faced. And Kaylee Quinn is involved. It literally says, when it becomes clear that the killer is targeting agents in Alex's unit, they are ordered to go into lockdown, sheltered in the dorms at Quantico, and Alex ends up bunking with Kaylee Quinn. Y'all already know that I can tell you right now that's gonna be a 5-star. So I'm excited for this book. This book is coming out November 2nd. Pre-ordering, possibly gonna be pre-ordering. But overall, I enjoyed it and I definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. My head still hurts. I got a little excited because I saw Kaylee Quinn was involved, and I was hoping that she would put Kaylee Quinn in her new BAU type of vibe trilogy. And so yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. I'll be eating pizza in a few, but I'm gonna go lay down until then, and I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. Bye.